All right, all right, all right. Um, what is this? Damn, I forgot. I think it's episode 20.
28. It's 28.
It's 20.
It's 28. I'm just playing. I don't know.
It can be 28 if I record somebody.
It's 28 because I just turned 28.
I should know that. It's 27.
Okay. Oh, almost.
All right, you just turned 27.
28.
Okay, 27. Yeah. Welcome to Boot Prints Podcast, episode 20. What did I just say? 27.
27. All right. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. You gonna put the little claps in there?
I ain't got
no, not really.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
can do it on here.
No,
but I ain't got the technology for all that.
What's up, y'all?
I just be posting them. But yeah, if you got some tech partners, maybe I get on Fiverr and tell
Now,
somebody.
see, if you had you a MacBook, you can get GarageBand, and that got all the bells and whistles on there.
Also simplify. I got Adobe.
I don't understand Adobe, Android. I got you.
Let's stick.
We can rock out with it. Ain't no wrong with
what's
it.
best.
Yeah, ain't no wrong with it.
Not just what I know, but what's best. Ain't that true? Today, just so y'all know, so we can timestamp it. The Diddy trial started yesterday.
I didn't even notice you were wearing a baby oil t-shirt. We were just in the freaking shop on lunch. Oh, when we had got out, we was like, dang, they ain't even put the baby oil stickers on there on the bottle no more. They peeling off.
It's blank.
That's crazy. I didn't even notice that the trial did start.
All right.
You know, hey.
I'm here with today, Kel Mitchell.
Who is Kel?
From Kenan and Kel.
Oh. And you Kel or I'm Kel?
You Kel.
I'm trying to figure out what Kel looked like.
Kind of like you.
Okay. Yeah, Kel do kind of look like me. He had the bob, right?
He had a bob.
With the braids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
But now, what's your name for the audience?
My real name, well, people call me EJ.
Okay,
I'm gonna let y'all call me EJ.
Yeah, we can rock with that.
My nickname, sometimes I go by Tony.
Nickname
So
is EJ.
I have two nicknames.
Your real name is EJ?
No, my real name. I'm not telling y'all my real name,
Okay.
but y'all might end up finding my real name anyway. But I would prefer if you call me EJ. So,
Okay.
yeah.
EJ in my cup. No Diddy. No Diddy.
All right. What did that mean?
Huh? EJ. E&J.
Oh, Ian. See, I don't drink like that for
Okay.
real.
Yeah, me
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I didn't get that. It went over my head.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, where you from, man?
I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, from the South. From
Jackson, Mississippi.
The dirty South. That's the deep
Oh, yeah,
South.
that's
Folks be talking about they from the South, and they be like, I'm from North Carolina. I mean, North Carolina is kind of the South.
That's debatable.
But when them folks from Virginia, now, you know what I'm going to say? I don't know, Virginia the South.
Because there's the South, like,
Then there's the deep
Mason
South.
Dixon
Yeah,
line. And then there's, like, culturally, like, the South.
The South, yeah.
You're on the Atlantic coast.
Mm-hmm. And the Gulf of Mexico.
That's basically the East.
No, hell no. That is the...
How's
Can
the
I cuss
East
on here?
Yeah. How's the East only New York? That don't make sense.
Because that's just what it is. The East
Like
Coast
Philly
is...
to New York. That's
Yeah, the East Coast is Philly, the DMV, Philly, New York,
But DMV,
New Jersey, Rhode Island, Delaware.
DMV, what that's that? What's the V?
But still, they still like East Coast to me for real. But you know what? Now I would say not even Virginia, not the East Coast for real. I don't know, but I kind of would say they the East Coast.
But then
I
they
would
could say
still
the same thing about Texas. Like
no, Texas is
west.
like Central America, South. It's the South, but it's like Central South.
Yeah.
It is, but I still consider Texas
we on the
South,
edge
though.
of the East Coast. I mean, edge of the
Yeah,
South
y'all like
and
right
West.
there. If you split the state in half, because it's huge as
somehow
hell.
we're not Midwest, even though we're the midway
No, because
to West.
Midwest is like middle north.
It don't make sense.
It don't make sense, but it kind of I don't know. It don't make
Because
sense.
how is Arizona not the South? It don't touch.
I
no
mean,
coast.
technically,
It's
it is
the
south of
very
other
southern.
states. Yeah, but it ain't. I mean, like you say, it's a cultural south and then like a technical south. So
'Cause
yeah,
my part of Texas is the South.
yeah. You from Terrell, ain't you? Terrell,
Nah, I'm from Longview.
Longview. That's what it was.
Representing. Okay. But Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah, Jackson, Mississippi, home of the Sonic Boom and the JSU Tigers. If y'all
Why
didn't
is it
know.
the Sonic Boom?
Now you know. You ain't never heard of Sonic Boom?
Sonic Boom.
Yeah, that's the
For-
JSU. Yeah, JSU
for the
band.
Street Fighter?
Yeah, you done heard of it. Y'all just don't
I
know
just know
it.
from Street Fighter.
But you done heard of it.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, I ain't heard of it.
You heard it, but you probably didn't know it was JSU.
So Jackson, Mississippi is the only place that I've been in Mississippi.
Yeah, that's the only place you probably ever need to go. To be honest with you.
Biloxi, I heard.
Biloxi's alright. It's on the coast, but it ain't all that for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take. Look, I've been to Mississippi. I'll just say that it's the last state in the South that I.
Yeah. When you were there, what you do? You just rode through, got some gas.
I went to the outlet. Man, there's some lady in there. Like,
oh, you went to the outlet, so you weren't in Jackson for real.
No,
you was
I've drove
through Jackson. Okay, all right.
Yeah, what's out here? Like, but I'm on I-20. I'm going home.
You stopped at the outlets right off of 20. Yep, I know exactly where you at. Yeah. That's like literally as soon as you leave Jackson. Not saying you didn't go to Jackson. You went to Jackson.
But I drove
through.
You
drove through that.
Hey, let me see what's Jackson about. And then I see what it's about.
Yeah, so. Jackson used to be, if y'all didn't know, the movie The Help is based in Jackson, Mississippi. Okay. Jackson used to be a very prominent city in Mississippi. The most, it's the capital for a reason, but it used to be predominantly white. But once black people were able to, buy homes in the area, the white people moved out of the city. They moved to the outskirts. So when you probably went through Jackson, it probably looked abandoned, run down, not much going on. Maybe.
Respectfully, no.
No, okay.
Yeah, like on the highway.
Yeah, on the highway.
Yeah, but like this side of the highway, like, hey, I can go there. Yeah. That side of the highway, like,
it's sad to see, like, even now, like, but the outskirts of Jackson is what you would think the capital should look like. But the white people took their money, they took their money and they went on. Can I talk like that on here?
Hey, it's going public, so how do you feel comfortable?
I mean, I'm not, saying nothing bad about white people. I'm just saying, like, they, back then they just didn't want to be associated with, people of color.
That's history. That's what happened in a lot of places.
Yeah,
like you listen to the beginning of Dr. Dre's Compton album, which is one of my favorite. That's like the first thing in the first words are actually talking about that exact scenario. Yeah, how Compton used to be like a white suburb, and then like black people got some money, start moving in, like, hey, we don't want to live here.
Yeah, exactly.
So like they from the hood, but they got like a swimming pool, or like real nice houses, but it's also the hood. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway, we just went on. Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah, from Jackson, Mississippi.
How was life in Jackson, Mississippi growing up?
Well, we moved a lot growing up. So I grew up mostly in Jackson, but we lived in a lot of the outskirts areas as well. Growing up in Jackson was all right. I mean, it taught me a lot. I would say that the part of Jackson that we lived in growing up wasn't like the most terrible part of Jackson. So when we did live in Jackson, we did live in a nice neighborhood. And then we moved out of Jackson, and then we moved back, and we didn't live in a so much nice neighborhood, but it wasn't for a long time. And I was a little bit older then. Okay. But going to school in Jackson, it was rough. I mean, it was rough. I mean, we had to go through a metal detector in my middle school to get in there, so that just shows you, like, people would come to school, with all kind of shit in their backpack, for real.
On a lean on me type school.
You know what? Chastain was most definitely a lean on me type of school, for real. A lot of scandals. I think, there's a big scandal. Y'all probably never heard of it, but many, many years ago, one of the, I can't remember if I'm getting the story correctly, but there was like a murder that didn't happen at the school, but happened because of an affair with the teacher and the coach, and somebody else's wife found out and shot the mistress while she was pregnant. It's insane. So that's the middle school I went to.
And these are teachers. That's not even a student.
It's not even the students.
I thought you were saying like they help students cheat on the test or something.
No, it's crazy. But I learned a lot. I feel like I learned how to, because I was bullied a lot growing up. I feel like I learned how to defend myself because I went to school in Jackson.
Okay.
So when I left Jackson and I went to other places, it was kind of like a fresh start and a new opportunity for me to, like, not let anybody bully me anymore. So I would use the experiences from when I went to school in Jackson to, like, really just not let nobody bully me. So, yeah.
You weren't playing that when you got to the next place.
Yeah.
Like, hey, y'all got me here.
Yeah.
But over here, we ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But, yeah.
What type of bullying, like, what's the reason for the bullying?
So the reason for the bullying,
If you feel comfortable.
I'm gonna pass on that just because of the situation that I'm in right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass on why for right now, but I'm gonna come back because I'm gonna be back
Okay.
when what I'm going through right now is done, and then we can really talk about it for real.
Oh, like at a later date?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, the later
okay.
date. Yeah.
Oh, we
got
can
some
talk
time.
off camera?
Yeah, we can talk off camera
Okay,
too.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we can talk off camera. Sorry to the people watching.
All right, so you grew up with like siblings, family?
Yeah, I have
cousins?
two older brothers and I have a younger sister. So me and my oldest brother are 8 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
Second oldest brother is 7 years apart. And then there's me, and then my sister. Me and her are 7 years apart. So like for a long
okay.
time growing up, I was the knee baby. I was the youngest, mama sitting on mama lap all the time, running up behind my mama, getting, preferential treatment.
Yeah.
And then my sister was born, and boy, did that dynamic change seriously. So, but yeah, it's a bit of an age gap between me
Okay.
and my older brother. So yeah,
And everybody in the same house, the whole.
yeah, everybody's in the same house.
8 years. He
Yeah,
got way
this-
out when he turned, 12, 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody's in the same house. Yeah, my two older brothers have the same dad. I have a different dad, and my younger sister has a different dad.
Okay.
But growing up, my mom was married to my sister's dad for the longest, for about 9-10 years. So growing up, that was like my second dad.
Okay.
So like, yeah, my mom and my dad, just the backstory. I don't know all the details because, parents, I don't know. Parents be real private. But I know that they met in Detroit. I was actually born in Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, sure. Okay.
My dad is from...
Shout out Detroit Lions.
Yeah, my dad's from Louisiana, but he lived in Detroit at the time because he has family in Detroit as well. I forgot which part of his family, mom or dad, are from Detroit. I think it's his mom. So he lived in Detroit. My mom moved to Detroit to stay with my aunt. She was a CNA. Met my dad. He was a truck driver. They got married. Really, you want me to be quiet?
No. I'm listening. I already know what I'm gonna text her, so I'm just.
They got married really quickly, had me really quickly, and I don't believe I was, 6 months before they moved to Jackson, where my mom is from. So from 6 months old, from an infant, I've been from Jackson, but yeah. So I forgot where I was going with that, but yeah.
Yeah, you just saying where your folks from.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about Detroit though.
You ain't
Nothing
never
about the D.
went and visit your family there?
Yeah, we took road trips up there growing up, but I don't know enough. Like
That's interesting. I read I saw a book somewhere called The Great Migration, and I was like, hold on now, this is this like sugarcoating the situation or something?
Yeah, no,
you call it migration instead of. So I thought it was about like the slave trade, but it was about people moving from down south and going like Chicago.
Yeah, absolutely, for like better opportunities, to work,
yeah.
What they thought would be better opportunities. And they were compared to, at the end of the day when they went up to the north, they were still working like dogs, right? But they weren't working in fields like dogs.
Yeah, so some of your folks was probably part of that.
Yeah, I believe
migration.
so.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually did my ancestry DNA last year. And I'm still trying to build my family tree. Just trying to figure out like where my people like came from Africa, like where
How far back can you
yeah
go
how
with
far
it?
back can I go, and really just kind of doing some I think that's something I really need to do though with my dad at least, is sit down and ask him about his family dynamics because I don't know too much about it. My dad is a fair skinned person, his parents are very fair skinned, and it's like my name, I have a very European name, so obviously there's some, like all of us, most of us, some form of
I can out
European DNA.
I can out European you with my name.
Alex Bradford, yeah. I don't know. Alex Bradford,
Well, my first name is Bradford.
yeah.
Oh
yeah, Bradford Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, you got two first names.
I got a first name and a last.
I'm just joking.
I got a first name and I got a last name.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So, but yeah, I do want to find out a little bit more about
You got a strong name though. Insurance name.
Yeah, people always ask me, am I the insurance guy? As a running joke. I wish I was, but I'm not. Maybe one day.
That might be a giveaway, but
Yeah.
it ain't no giveaway. It might be a giveaway.
Might be.
Somebody
Yeah.
get down in the comments, see if you figured it out.
Yeah, see if y'all figure it out. Let us know.
Oh, okay. So, like, what kind of, you was active? You had a job before? While you was in
Yeah,
high
I
school
did.
and-
So yeah, I couldn't wait to get a job. I don't know. I think we all can relate asking your mama for money and just always having to hear 10 different things before you get, $20. Like, oh my
See,
gosh,
that's
I just
why
want to
you-
work
That's why you just asked for 10.
and get my own money.
Just ask
So
for 10. Put 7 on gas, 3 on
Listen.
food.
see me, I was putting 7 on food, 3 on gas. No, but I started. My first job was McDonald's at 17.
Okay.
I'll never forget. I didn't stay there long. My first day on shift. It's chaotic as most McDonald's in the South are. I'm training, and my manager gets into an argument with one of the workers. So they're in the back. We're in rush hour right now. So I'm in the front. The manager was just training me. I'm taking orders in the front, right? So they arguing in the back. The other coworkers is tending to the argument. They're not paying attention. And this lady comes back to the store, and she gives me her sandwich. Well, she kind of presents her sandwich as like, this is wrong. This is incorrect. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't make it, but I can remake it if you want to. And she threw her sandwich at me. It hit me in the chest right here.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I knew from the first day it was going to be hell working there. But I stuck it out because I was like, you know what? Whatever. It's the first day. It's going to get better. It did not get better.
Ooh.
It did not get better. But my first job was McDonald's for like 3 months. And then my way into my senior year of high school, I worked at Wendy's. Wendy's was the best job I had. I made a lot of money at Wendy's. Like being a teenager, no car note, no bills.
Yeah.
Making like $450, $500 every 2 weeks. Like I was a rich motherfucker back then, for real. Like, and to this day, I can't even remember what I spent my money on at all. But
Living a teenage life.
I worked at Wendy's my senior year, well, half of my senior year, and then I worked at a smoothie shop called Tropical Smoothie.
Tropical Smoothie
yeah.
Cafe. That's
Yeah.
a good place.
Yeah, I love that place too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I had the most ghetto fun at Wendy's. There's nothing like, when you get along with your coworkers, and it's just a ghetto fun mess. You know what I'm saying? Like Tropical Smoothie was crazy, but like I don't know, it wasn't Wendy's. But I enjoyed working at Tropical Smoothie. So I've always wanted a job, and I had a job before I joined the Army. Yeah.
All right, so after high school, like, you went to college?
No, I didn't go to college. I joined the Army. Yeah.
Why though?
Why did I join the Army?
Yeah.
I was in ROTC. I was in Naval ROTC in my high school. You know what it was? I was scared. And I knew that if I joined the Army, they would feed me, give me money, and a place to stay, and I wouldn't have to work really hard. So I thought, or put too much thought behind how to make money. It was just the easiest thing. Okay, let me sign up. They're gonna pay me regardless. I don't care what it is. So that's why I joined the Army, just to be like stable.
What was about it to say, let me go to the military as opposed to going college?
I wanted to go to college. I toured several colleges with my best friend, but when you start to think about the cost of college and if you qualify, how much FAFSA you qualify, financial aid, and that stuff start to add up, and you're like, damn, I can't pay for this. Like, I need something else got to shake. So that was probably the determining factor on why I chose the military.
Okay.
But college has always been a priority.
So did you have any like adjacent, like you knew military life would be a certain way, or you just like, why not?
I figure it would be a certain kind of way based on my history, based on my experience with Navy ROTC in high school. I did it for 4 years, so I kind of felt like,
okay,
I have an idea, right? Somebody's probably gonna yell at me, but they tell me what to do, exactly how to do it, and they can pay you for it, and you might go overseas, so you can't beat it. And I was just gonna do 4 years, but
here we are.
Yeah, here we are, almost 9 years later.
Okay,
but I like it. I love it.
What made you choose your job?
It chose me. Yeah, I had a really low ASVAB score because I did not try. I did not care. I was in high school. It was a test. I was like, they give you the ASVAB around the SAT time. I'm like, I don't want to take another test. Hell no. So my test score was really low. And actually, I was pursuing the Navy first. The Navy wouldn't take me, obviously, because the test score was low.
Oh, sure.
And I never wanted to join the Air Force. Because I just don't like. I always thought that if I joined the Air Force, I would be in the sky a lot, and I just didn't want to do that. That was just being young and
being
naive.
on the boat a lot.
Yeah, like, but you know what? That was another reason why I'm actually so glad, because I was really close. Like, if I had scored high enough, I would be in the Navy right now. And I'm so glad I'm not, because I could not imagine being deployed for months at a time on a ship.
Yeah.
Like those ships when I seen the inside of them. So I ended up going to the Army recruiter, because it seemed like they kind of was taking anybody, honestly. Even the Marines was like, no, I don't know. But I went to the Army recruiter, and I talked to them, and they provided me supply was one of the jobs, and I wanted something in the medical field, but of course I scored really low. So supply was one of the jobs. Chaplain assistant at the time was one of the jobs, and then I forgot the other ones, but I chose chaplain assistant. My recruiter kind of told me, she was like, hey, like, if you want to do 4 years and get out, just go ahead and do chaplain assistant. You know, it's the easiest thing to do. So I thought
that was my thought line of thinking too, and here we are,
working hard.
4 years later,
overworked and underpaid.
4 years later, here we are.
Yeah.
Right?
4
plus 10.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I was 4 and get out, go to college.
I know. Yeah.
Wait, yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
Where you go to basic at?
I went to basic at Fort Jackson.
Okay.
In South Carolina. It's a good time.
What month was that?
I went September, October.
Okay, so not
November,
the heat wasn't
December,
crazy.
yeah.
The cold was crazy.
Yeah. The cold was crazy, but it wasn't too bad. It got cold in January, February, and I was in AIT by then.
Okay. How was so you didn't play sports in high school, right?
No, I didn't play sports. I was a fairy. I was. Okay. My mom tried to get me to play football, but it was like, nah, this ain't working. He's not gonna catch the ball.
I was a fairy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was.
Okay. Because I don't actually know what that means, but I know that it's hilarious.
It just means like I wasn't the child to go play football.
Got it.
I was the child to probably go. I put on a nasty theater play though. If you want to do Shakespeare in love, I got you.
You can still do that.
Yeah, I can still do it.
Man, let's put a play together.
Yeah, we're gonna put a play together over here in Peon Tech.
I can't do it.
So we can get a peon check.
Peon check. Hey,
see what I did there?
So fitness, getting into the Army, was you somewhere, or like you had to run before you came, or it's like, yeah, I'm gonna just go and do see what happened?
No, I was like, we winged the whole damn thing for real. Like when I was in basic training, I almost got recycled, but not because of my fitness, because I always did just the bare minimum. Only because like I literally could only do the bare minimum at the time. But I almost got recycled because I couldn't do a function check.
On the M4?
Yeah. And you know, the function check is like blue phase. It's like the last phase. And the drill sergeant was like, you're not fucking graduating. When I tell you I broke down, I was like, I'm not staying with these ghetto motherfuckers for another 9 weeks. God, please let me go. But I tried to do the function check like 10 times in front of the recruiter. Maybe not 10, maybe like 3 more times. He was just like, you know.
In front of the recruiter?
Not the recruiter, I mean the drill sergeant. But I think because I tried so hard, they still let me graduate.
Okay.
So
can you do it now?
No. And I need to know how to do it for real.
I don't think I can do it.
I need to know how to do it.
Cause you gotta like hold it and click. And
yeah, hold it, click, lock the bolt to the rear, charge the whatever.
ESB. I still don't know how to. Yeah. You know how to do a function check?
For real?
Good on you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a certain time training on weapons.
Let's not put that out there. Yeah, basic training was fun, good times.
Yeah, I think basic training was fun when I look back on it. I didn't have a terrible experience, and I met a lot of good friends. I don't know if you could tell, like I'm a very my lips are really greasy all the time. So like my nickname in basic training was lip gloss. No, because they would swear that I was wearing lip gloss. I'm like, this is just Carmex, you know. Okay. But that was my nickname. And
you had the baby on you.
Yeah, and then no. And then I remember in AIT, I was called a prancer because of the way that I ran. But all of that stuff was just like really fancy, and an instructor called, not instructor, the platoon sergeant called me that.
Let me see a run form.
Like, no, I'm not going to show y'all my run form. I look like I'm dying when I run. But all of that was just really funny for me. I never took it personally because, I don't know. I just never did.
When you look at it like it's not personal, and when you realize it's not personal, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
They used to like throw our stuff like all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we first started, we are like, man, who messed up this time? Who messed up? And then like the third time, we was like excited, like, okay, let's go see what the mess is.
Yeah.
And then
it gets exciting. Like I remember one time my drill sergeant was making us, when they make you change into those different uniforms and come back downstairs.
2 seconds.
I mean, after the third time, we were all just cracking up, like, what's gonna be the next stupid uniform, So it was like 2:00 in the morning, too, insane.
Yeah, you got 4 seconds to go upstairs. And
yeah,
like how?
That's crazy. But it was fun looking back at it.
Yeah,
and surprisingly, I wasn't bullied in basic training at all.
You said surprisingly?
I wasn't. Yeah.
Why is that surprising?
Because like a lot of people oftentimes see me as soft, and they feel like it invites an opportunity for them to like talk crazy and stuff like that. But I was really surprised that that I wasn't actually. So
okay,
yeah. I don't know what people say behind my back, but they ain't said it to my face. No.
Can I tell you respectfully, from my perspective, I think a lot of people see you as a high-speed individual, like your stuff.
I appreciate that.
You're solid.
It's all a facade. It's all a lie. It's a lie. If you talk proper, people will think you smart. No, I'm joking, but I appreciate that. Yeah.
I think everybody think that about you.
I appreciate.
I saw you
that.
teach the class the other day, and that was like,
what class
that was
you teach?
I said the other day, that was like last year.
Yeah, what class?
That was in what was that?
Oh, at
September.
CAS?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that was you did very well. You do
I
your
appreciate
stuff.
it. Thank you.
You be doing your stuff.
I hate to be embarrassed. One of my homeboys asked me one time because they and I appreciate it. I remain humble, but he asked me kind of a similar question. I just told him I really hate being embarrassed. So in an effort for me not to feel embarrassed, to be embarrassed, like I just want to make sure like I'm on top of things. So. That's like my motivation.
That's a good motivation. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because why suck when you can do all right?
Yeah.
You ain't gotta look crazy in front of nobody.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
Okay, that's basic. And then AIT was. Who was your instructor? You remember?
My instructors were Sergeant First Class Meyer. Well, I think he's about to be Sergeant Major Meyer now.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And then it was, oh my gosh.
I know the name, but I don't know him.
I forgot the other instructor name, but I haven't seen him in a while. I feel like he's gotten out. But my platoon sergeant was Sergeant Major King.
Okay, you from that era. I know about.
But I appreciate my Sergeant King. I mean, Sergeant Major King now a lot. Well, boy, did we thought we was gonna finish AIT, go to chaplain AIT. I mean, basic training, go to chaplain AIT and just chill, read the Bible, talk about our feelings. Man, we got a rude awakening, but I appreciate it though.
Who from your class still in?
Who from my class?
Because I know that
there's about
that era
from my AIT class. There's about maybe I think I can say 6 of us that are still in.
Really?
Yeah. And we were a class of like 15.
Can you name anybody? I just wonder when you came.
I came in and I was in AIT 2017.
Okay.
Basic training in 2016.
Yeah, who you went to AIT with?
Let's see if I know any of them. I don't know. Yeah, let me see. Staff Sergeant Frazier now is her name, but she was Hightower before she got married.
Yeah, I know Sergeant Frazier.
And then
2ID.
Mm-hmm. And then who else?
I'm trying to think. Because I know I heard a lot about
Keywan Brown. Sergeant Brown, Staff Sergeant Brown.
Yeah.
Man. Well, he was in the class before me, but I was a hold under. So
okay, you got there early.
Yeah, we finished basic. We got the AIT at the same time, but he graduated AIT before me because I didn't get a slot. I don't know how the fuck that happened. But, how I didn't get a slot, but I'm trying to think. I don't know. 2017. It's hard for me to think on the spot right now, but I feel like the people I named, you're not going to know.
I got you. I just remember when he came in Madrid. I know he's in that Sergeant King era.
Oh yeah, I don't know a Madrid.
Ruben Madrid, that's my dog.
Ruben, I know a Ruben.
That's just
stuttered. I'm just playing.
Nah, that was my dog. He came to Fort Campbell while I was there.
Yeah,
I think he's staff sergeant now. One of them super high speed, motivated by Sergeant King.
No. Now that I think about it, I think I think it ain't even 6 of us still in.
I think I can name 2 people, including myself, that's still in from AIT.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so basic training, like your family came in to see you graduate?
Yeah, my family came up to see me graduate.
That's one road for y'all. I-20, boom, you there.
I never driven up. I think you got to go I-20 then 75 or 95.
I-20.
20 take you all the way?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah.
Straight to Fort, like directly to Fort Jackson.
Yeah. Interesting.
I think
that makes sense.
You
Yeah.
got to turn off a little bit, but
Yeah,
pretty much straight there.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, they came and visited me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before, did anybody have anybody was concerned oh no, don't go, you're gonna die, something like that?
Well, a funny thing is that my mom didn't know I was joining the Army until the day before I went to MEPS. Because I told you all I was in Naval ROTC and I was talking with a Navy recruiter for a long time.
The day before you went to MEPS to leave, or the first MEPS?
To leave, yeah.
What?
And so I remember it was either the day or 2 days before, but she didn't know until the contract assigned, I got your shipping date and all of that. And I didn't think to, I don't know if I thought to tell her. I don't know why. I feel like I told her. Maybe she forgot, but she claimed she didn't know. So I can see the worry on her face when I told her I was going to the Army instead of the
So Navy. She knew you was looking at the military, but she didn't know, oh, he about to go.
Yeah. I'm like, I was going to the Army. I'm like, I'm going to the Army. I've been talking to the Army recruiter for 3 months. You know that?
That's mean.
Oh, me? You. To my mom?
Yeah.
Why?
She should whoop you.
No.
That's mean.
I mean, I don't know. I feel but I am one of those people who I don't know why I assume people know what's going on in my head. So I kind of felt like I told her, but I don't know. She probably forgot. I'm not taking the blame. I ain't taking the blame, Mama.
You are R first?
I am an R first.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, I'm R first. ROCE. Rose. Or Ross.
I be feeling the same way. People y'all, I don't share a lot of stuff on Facebook. I'll be like, y'all already know this.
Yeah.
How they know?
Yeah.
And they sure don't. But anyway, okay. What was your first duty station?
Fort Stewart, Georgia. 10 stars. Shit, yeah. I would go back.
10 stars?
I would go back.
Shit.
9 stars. It was in a great area. But they were we went to the field a lot. I went to NTC twice with them, and I came over here to Korea for 9 months with them.
Do you like the hard stuff?
I don't run from it.
Okay.
I would prefer if I could go to Campbell or Bragg after this.
The tough assignments?
Yeah, because I get bored, and I don't like to do the same thing twice. So, yeah.
That was very...
Who? I think I need that too.
That's respectable.
Yeah. But yeah, Fort Stewart, loved it. I mean, on the East Coast, Savannah, of course, is right there. Jacksonville, Charleston, Atlanta, Tybee Island, Jekyll Island.
Say who?
Tybee Island.
Tybee.
Tybee
Island?
Jekyll Island, St. Simon's Island. I can keep going with the islands.
Physical islands?
They're like beaches.
So it's not an island?
Not really.
Actually an island?
It's not really I don't know what you would call it.
A peninsula?
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like when I went to Tybee Island, I feel like you have to cross the bridge over water to actually get to it. So maybe an actual island.
Barrierland, City of Georgia.
Yeah, I think it's an actual island. I think you have to go over a bridge of water to get to it.
I don't know nothing about that.
But it's a really great location. Florida's right there.
Oh shoot!
You in Georgia?
They got some nice places to stay over there.
Yeah, Hilton Head Beach, Hilton Head, South Carolina.
What the heck?
Yeah, that. We drove everywhere.
Put me on then. Yeah. What? I know he had.
It's a hard assignment. I always said if I go back to Fort Stewart, I would definitely want to go to Garrison.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to go to 1st Brigade or even 2nd Brigade now, because as soon as you get there, you're going to Poland, you're going to Korea.
Oh, what unit was
you going to NTC or JRTC first? I was in 1st Brigade.
Okay.
2-7 Infantry Battalion. That was my first battalion.
1st Brigade. What that?
3ID.
Is it the?
What, you talking about the slogan?
Master Sergeant,
Dog-faced soldier.
Yeah.
That's where I met him at.
Okay.
He was staff sergeant right then.
Okay.
We was in the combatives class. They was kicking my ass, but I stayed in the class though.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay. So what did you like? What was life? You was in the barracks out there for?
I was in the barracks.
I
Yeah.
don't know what this got to do with
Yeah, I was in the
but-
barracks over there, and yeah, Fort Stewart First Brigade barracks are trash. Second Brigade had separate rooms. They had a full kitchen and they had a washer and dryer in the freaking room on Second Brigade. But First Brigade, you shared a room the size of this hallway right here, and just imagine that nook was where the refrigerator was, and the bathroom and the sink. But literally, my bed, the size of this, my bed over here, another person's bed over there.
But is this long?
Yes, it's long.
Oh, at least-
yeah.
at least
And
you
we had
got
to
that.
put a curtain up. It was
My
terrible.
first barracks, like the size. My first barracks was probably about this size
That's not bad though.
with a second person.
It's not bad.
2 wall lockers, a sink,
Mm-hmm.
a shower.
But I lived in a hallway, a janitor's closet. No, I
have
get
a
it.
window?
Yeah, the Bears life is never like.
Yeah, I mean it'd be.
It could be, yeah,
certain
it could be.
places you go, it'd be all right.
Now after that, I went to Germany. My barracks in Germany was really nice. I gotta show
Mm.
you a video of my room. Like I had no military furniture, government furniture in my room. I had to come pick that shit up.
Oh, okay.
And when I got there,
So you was the original old girl on TikTok. Be making that her barracks. Man?
yeah, I wish I would have known about content creating back then. I would have
You was the
recorded
OG.
my room. Shit.
What's it like now? What's your barracks like now?
The only
Oh,
government
yeah,
furniture in my barracks now is the bed.
Oh,
Yeah, I've moved all the government furniture because here they don't come pick it up. I moved it to my second room, so I have 2 rooms.
baller.
So my second room is like a guest room. Somebody get drunk or come over. We have a game night. You can stay over there in the guest room. But I'll show you pictures, videos of that too. I like to live nice. You be away from family, so I like to make it home. Sorry if I talk too much. Just say shut the
It's all
fuck
good.
up.
How was
Alright.
Germany?
10 stars. I will go back
10
tomorrow.
stars.
Yeah. If Fort Stewart was a 9, I'm thinking. You know what? I'm saying this based off of location because any
But that's
job
what
you
it's
go
about.
to,
we ain't
yeah,
here about work.
any job
work
you go
smirk.
to, you're gonna have drama. You're gonna be tired, stressed out. But if the location is good, like it's 10 stars for me. So being in Germany, I went to at least 8 different countries. So I love being over there, and I love the freedom.
Pop-yo-ish.
I was in Garrison.
Where you went to?
And I've been to the Czech Republic at least 3 times, Prague. I've been to Venice, Italy. I've been to Paris twice. I've been to Brussels, Belgium. I've been to Amsterdam. I've been to London. And of course, some places in Germany, Berlin, Frankfurt, and Garmisch, and Munich several times. All those
stayed in
places.
Garmisch.
Yeah, I know.
We should have got a house down there.
Austria. I've been to Austria, so.
You went like what is it, Innsbruck, right across. When you go down to Garmisch, you just let me take a
right on
an hour
over there.
drive.
Yeah.
Get it over with. You went to the what they call it, the little Disney castle in Germany.
No, I didn't.
Neuschwanstein?
But I did do the
Neuschwanstein?
Neuschwanstein or something like that castle.
What about Oktoberfest?
I didn't go. I never went to Oktoberfest.
Oh.
But
You
I
did not
don't
miss
like.
out. It's insane.
That's what I heard, but I wanted to go the last year I was there, but I'm just not a crowd person.
You did not miss out because it is crowded and it is insane.
Yeah.
We saw a lady over a guy. He was sitting on the ground. She got on a dress. His head is invisible.
Oh, dang. Ooh, ooh! I didn't say that. Delete it. But it was October, so it wasn't that hot. So maybe it wasn't. Do a little. Yeah, do that.
Yeah, because that was wild.
And then, what I was about to say, traveling is
Well,
easy
you're
in
not
Germany.
wrong.
I was about to say something. I went to a lot of concerts in Germany
Okay.
because if y'all did not know, it's illegal in Europe for vendors to charge dynamic prices. So Ticketmaster, I went to see Chris Brown. I went to Beyonce concert. I went to see Pink. I went to see Ari Lennox. I seen SZA. It's illegal for them to charge those dynamic prices. So the tickets you would pay in Europe are like half the price that you would pay for the same artist in the States.
Okay.
So good seats too.
And the thing about a world tour is U.S., Toronto.
Yeah, that's
Europe.
all. Yeah, that's all Americans consider
That's
a world
it.
tour. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's the whole world.
Yeah, that's the whole world.
So
for
they don't
Americans.
some people come here sometimes,
Yeah, and they
might
used to
pop
come
over
here.
Japan.
They used to come here a lot. They used to be in Japan a lot. They don't even be in Japan like that.
World
But
tour.
you know who been here a lot? Well, who was here a lot?
Kanye West.
That what the hell?
They
And
supposed
he
to be
would do
coming back.
concerts. They would be weird concerts, like with no music and like 3 horses or some shit like that. But Koreans will go and buy. I went to see Kehlani here last month.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Somebody else was out here recently.
Megan Thee Stallion came to visit. She didn't do a concert.
Slim Thug was out here.
Slim Thug was in Seoul.
Yeah, but he was like stopping here for something. I think he was just traveling,
Yeah.
but he was here.
Oh,
That's all
everybody's
I was,
scared to come to Korea now.
You know, from Texas, so I rock with Slim Thug.
Yeah, I fuck with Slam too.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Bun B and them, UGK, all of them.
Respect. You
Pimp C.
said the Texas.
Yeah.
I respect that. Okay, where we at now? So this your third duty
It's
station?
my third duty station.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I like to
In
go
progress.
places and stay. So I extended here for
2 years?
For a year. Yeah. So by the time I leave, it'll be 2 years when I leave.
What's it been like here?
I love Korea. When we were over here on rotation, we had the curfew and stuff
This
like
is your
that.
second time here, but
Yeah. So I wanted to
first
come back
conversation.
without the curfew and experience Korea. And when you're on rotation, it depends on the unit. But back then we couldn't travel to different countries, and I was a private. I couldn't afford to fly to a different country.
Okay.
So, and I haven't really been anywhere since I've been to Japan. I'm going to Thailand next month, but I've been saving a lot of money
you
here
said
in
you was
Korea.
going in July.
So yeah, July. Yeah, I'm going
Okay,
to
my
July.
bad. I ain't mean to
No,
put
you're
you on
fine. Yeah.
blast.
July 15th through the 20th.
Oh, you already got it booked.
Yeah, it's booked.
Okay.
Flights booked, hotels booked. Just got to book my excursions.
Okay. Who's some of your folks out here? What would you be kicking it with? You don't want to name them?
The only person, it's probably, it's 3 people that I like kick it with.
Because you isolated.
Yeah, I am isolated. Jonita, she's saying all these people the same as Jonita. She's up at Casey. We just met like 3 months ago, so I really hope I'm saying her
Was
name
it
right.
Garrison?
Yeah, she's in Garrison.
Okay, I ain't met her
Turner.
yet, but no, I did meet her. I did. I don't know her NCO because I want to
Oh,
take her spot
let me.
because
Stop.
my chapter
I gotta
about to
remove my
come work up
camera.
there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. She ain't gonna watch it anyway.
She
but-
might watch it.
Oh, she might watch it. What I was about to say, Kahari, and then Daisy. Those are 3 people that I've done things in Korea with.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Kahari and Daisy, we went skiing,
Yeah.
and
I heard y'all.
me and Kahari
came back
meet up
pretty
all
good.
the time in Seoul and have fun.
Okay.
And Janita, she up there with me, so we shop a lot, and she went with me on my birthday dinner last week. So yeah.
I want you to know how funny it was. One day, we was doing some training. I think it was a cast, and I I took you to Burger King,
Yeah, I remember.
and you
What I do?
you got the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Dave's like, "What kind of sauce you want?" And you said, "Let me get the zesty." It's like, you said,
I am I don't know. I feel like sometimes I feel like a camera would follow me around every day because I'd be so oblivious. Like I said, zesty, not even thinking.
Well,
Like
you said, I would be the one to get zesty.
yeah, I
too.
would, yeah, for real.
That was so funny.
Yeah, sorry, Jones. What kind of sauce you want? Give me the zesty sauce. Yeah, I want that one.
I will be the one to get
Yeah.
zesty. That was hilarious. But overall, how your experience here?
I love it. The only thing I complain about is the air quality. It's
quality.
very rare that we get like a clear blue sky beyond the pollution fog.
I'll have
over the
you
city.
know. I'll have you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're better off than us
I believe it. Yeah,
by a long shot.
Yeah.
At KC,
yeah.
I didn't even know nothing about air quality when I was here.
Yeah. The first time.
First and second time. It's my third.
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
because I was a young son. I was here, and then I was at KC. Oblivious.
Yeah.
This time, I'm coughing all the time. I got
know, yeah.
bronchitis.
When I came back this time, the first weekend I was sick because I had went out, rode the train, didn't wear a mask, and it was like terrible. But yeah, the air quality. And I think the other thing is I always underestimate how largely populated the country is, and most people live in major cities. So like when I travel, I think I want to do something the day of, and I need to probably book it ahead of time or like get there earlier because it's people everywhere.
Everywhere.
Even on the weekdays.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Oh yeah. What if I ask you? Oh, have you been home?
I haven't been home. I'm not a person that typically. I'm a very frugal person. So unless the Army is paying for me to go home, I'm just really not going home. So the last time I was home was when, you know, I did a cot, so they paid for me to go home, and then I came here. And I miss home a lot, but the tickets from here to the States, I mean, I could, you know, hop on the Space A and then buy, you know, do that. But I mean, if you just wanted to buy a ticket to go home, it's around $1,500, almost $2,000.
Yeah.
It's a lot because we're just so far from everything. So I usually don't. I didn't go home when I was in Germany. The only time I went home, I just contradicted myself. I went home because I went to ALC.
Yeah.
The Army paid for your travel.
Same for me.
Took
ALC.
leave, and then you know the Army pays for your flight back. So
ALC, and then I came here on emergency leave. That was it.
yeah. And luckily, everybody's still breathing. So yeah, I just keep breathing for about 6 more months. I don't want to come home soon. So
Respect.
Grandma and granddaddy.
Respect. Yeah, you don't want to
take your zinc.
take a zinc. Oh my god. Let me ask you this real quick. Has there been? You enjoy the job, right?
I enjoyed the job.
You enjoy the Army.
Yeah, I enjoy the Army.
Has there been a point where you were like, hey, if I could quit today,
At least
I'm
once
done.
a week. At least once a week. And the only thing that makes me stop is once you start planning out your future, you get flustered. I get flustered because it's a lot. It's not easy. When you start thinking about how am I going to pay my bills, how long are these benefits going to last? I got to be in school this much time to get this much money. How much disability am I going to get? Who am I going to live with? I'm going to go home. I going to live in Atlanta. Where school am I going to go to? Like where am I going to work? Am I going to work? It's a lot, you know, and it's like you're not guaranteed.
We pass it down.
And it's like you haven't I get flustered, so I always say if somebody pissed me off good enough,
If you was able to quit,
yeah,
like you could quit right now because your
technically,
your contract is coming up shout.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I'm good, but
it's a lot of things I want to accomplish too.
Yeah.
And I think recently I've set a goal of like, if I do get out, if I don't re-enlist indefinitely with this next contract, I need to get out with a certain amount of money in my savings account for me to be comfortable. And there's still like some things I want to accomplish.
okay.
in the Army, too.
What's some of those accomplishments you're looking for?
I'm just looking for things like a little bit more challenging, like maybe airborne, air assault. I never really asked for deployments because I never want to ask for a deployment. Like you never know what you're gonna get when you ask for a deployment, right? So I'm okay with being a slick sleeve. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now, if I have to deploy, I'm gonna go. Like I'm not gonna try to get out of it. But just looking for assignments like that. And I think assignment wise, like I still would like to go just live in Hawaii. Maybe I would love to go back and live in Germany on the Army's dime, or somewhere in Italy, and I mean somewhere in Europe.
Go airborne, you go to Italy.
Yeah, right.
And
So
then you'll spend a whole lot of time in Germany.
yeah, I want to do stuff like that,
Holyfield.
and I want to leave with a certain amount of, debt too. Like not a lot of debt, if none, if anything, but like small credit card debt maybe.
No, the card over the credit card. Forget the credit card. F the BS.
Yeah.
Well, smaller amount if you got
Yeah.
like $200, $300.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but it's easy. It's easy to me,
okay.
and I think that's another reason why I don't entertain it too often, because it's just easy.
You a skilled person because you are old.
You skilled too,
And
because you are what you is.
I'm a
R E, right? No, RC.
R E.
You a E rock.
RE O.
Oh, Reoc.
C. Yeah,
Okay.
Reoc.
Reoc,
Great
okay.
music. And I'm a Gemini.
Okay, all right. When your birthday?
June
June.
5th.
Okay. Oh, you're right on. Oh no, you're not on the cusp.
On the
You're a real
cusp.
Gemini. You're a real Gemini.
Hey,
Because
you know.
Taurus season is over on the 18th or the 9th or the 20th or something like that. All right.
Okay. I got a list. Of
I ain't
movies.
gonna look at the list. All right.
No. You can look at it.
All right.
How Army are you? How military are you?
Oh, I don't watch no
You deep
military
in the
movies.
game?
I don't know nothing
don't-
about. I don't know no World War I films. I don't
All right.
know none of that.
Let me ask you something. You might have seen at least one of these.
Okay.
Glory.
I seen the cover photo.
Platoon.
I don't know that.
Saving Private
Ryan.
Yeah.
I heard of it.
Full Metal Jacket. Hurt Locker.
I seen the words.
1917.
I don't know that one.
American Sniper.
I ain't seen
You
that
seen
one.
the trailer? Dunkirk.
American Sniper?
Yeah.
That sounds familiar. If you pull up the we probably don't have time,
It's
but
about a sniper.
it would have helped if I had the
He was
like
from
the cover
he was
fit.
from America. Okay. Dunkirk. Braveheart. Hacksaw Ridge.
Heard of it, want to watch it. Heard it was good.
Heartbreak Ridge. We Were Soldiers.
I want to watch We Were Soldiers.
Band of Brothers.
That's a really popular one. I have not seen it.
Fury.
No. I tell you what I have saw. Major Payne. That's a military movie, ain't it?
I'm right there.
All right.
That's
I done seen Major Payne.
I done seen that one a couple
Love
of times.
Major Payne.
Okay. Hey, you
Yeah.
ain't super hua.
Yeah. I need to do because I
far
do
as-
love movies.
Uh-huh.
I need to binge those movies for real.
Why you don't take the next leave and then go see
Yeah, I
some
need
of
to
this
binge movies because I'm a movie person. Like I watch dramas, thrillers, comedies,
stuff? Okay.
rom-coms. Yeah.
All right. Since we just on our break, we just added 2 more to the list.
Okay.
688.
688. I did see that.
Okay.
And I
And
see
then
y'all got to watch it. It's good.
Medal of Honor is a series on Netflix. Very good. You might cry. Go watch that.
Okay. All right. Screenshot that list and send it to me for real. I need to binge those movies.
Okay. Me too. Cause I ain't
Shows, yeah.
look. I ain't there.
Yeah.
I ain't nowhere on it. Let's see. Okay. Here we are.
Here we are.
What do you think is the coolest thing you've done in the Army?
In the Army.
Or not even like. Let's say like
Cool little life experiences I've
since
been in.
like life experience or like work type.
Yeah. The coolest life experience I've had since I've been in the Army is, I don't know, I went skydiving.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
cool.
is that what that considered?
cool,
Yeah,
man.
right.
I ain't done that yet.
Work related, a cool experience.
Helicopter or something.
No, I don't
Flying
know,
in a
like, none of
Chinook.
that. Yeah, I mean I've done that, but I don't know if that's not cool to
Pretty
me
cool.
though.
I mean, like
it's
the
probably
average
cool.
person ain't done it.
The average person hasn't done it, but I don't know. I'm not a very overly excited person either, so I have done those things, but it hasn't. It's not like like yeah, I did that. It's like okay, that was cool, you know.
Okay,
So
got it.
yeah,
I should have asked you this earlier. Think on this one, like a small world story,
okay.
and then if you could think about it,
Small world,
small world, small army story.
small army story. Okay.
So like, we was in Germany at the same time, or you, yeah, same time. And no, same time. Cause I left in 2021,
You left in 20. What month?
March. So we
How
wasn't there
did we
long.
not? Yeah, because we didn't. But wow, I feel like that's weird. Okay, anyway,
Yeah,
let me
because
just go.
you know at least 3, and then
Yeah.
like you know what 2 people that was in Germany that came here, and we was all here at the same time. Other Brown, me, you, and Brown Pope was there.
Yeah, Brown Pope. Yeah.
I ain't met him.
Oh no, Brown Pope came. No, Brown Pope actually got there before me.
Oh shoot,
Yeah, he
we
got
all-
there like a month or two before me.
yeah, you know him.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you got any other. We
Yeah.
could circle the block if you can
Yeah.
think of something. Spin the block.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hobbies. What kind of hobbies you got?
I'm a really boring person. Like
I don't believe it.
my hobbies are like homework. Like I enjoy doing homework. Like I'm in college and like I actually enjoy like I mean I like shopping. I love traveling would be a hobby.
So
Traveling would be a hobby.
do you like learning?
I like learning.
You
yeah.
enjoy learning?
I enjoy learning. Yeah.
So
I enjoy writing. Yeah, I could say that podcasting is a hobby, but I haven't done it in so long.
We're about to get it back up.
But I'm trying to actually develop some hobbies. I mean, when I was in the States, I really loved like home improvement work. Like on the weekends, I lived with a roommate, and we would like, add stuff to the backyard, little, fire pits and landscaping, all of that stuff. That was fun for me.
Modernization.
Yeah.
Area beautification.
Yeah, but my problem is and I just learned this. I feel like my personality is so surrounded by my work because I'm a workaholic that I forget that I actually do need a hobby.
Okay.
Because even when I'm not working, I'm working or I'm thinking about work. So I'm trying to create that, divide, that balance.
You there.
Yeah. Because I'm not fun at work. I'm very task oriented.
Oh, really?
I do. I rarely joke at work.
I'm gonna tell you something.
And it's not that I don't want to, but I just feel like I need to be working.
What's some habits you picked up during your time here in the Army?
In the Army, some habits.
Good or bad?
Some bad habits.
Or good?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the bad ones right quick. Bad habits at the Army. I'm emotionless a lot, and I'm not emotionally intelligent. That's probably why she think I don't like her. Cause I really can't read the room because, like I said, I'm really detailed oriented and task oriented, kind of like focused on the mission and like what we need to get done today. I don't consider people's feelings, so I feel like the Army has made me that way. Like we don't talk about feelings, we just talk about. I don't care if your dad died. We need this done. Like
Oh no, you care.
I care, but I don't express it.
Okay.
Yeah. A good thing is I'm usually always early everywhere. So yeah, I'm an on time person because of the Army. I think. Yeah.
I've been around people like I'm on leave. They like I gotta go to work. I gotta be there at 7. It's 6:53. You should have been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they still at the house.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got to be there in 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I guess they got it timed out where they can leave and be
some
there in
people
like
got it
4
like
or
that.
5 minutes. But like, oh,
Some
shoot.
people got it like that.
Even I'm a procrastinator. I get there late. But I'm like, you don't need to leave now? Like, no, it's 7 minutes away. Okay. All right. Favorite place you traveled to?
My favorite place I've traveled to, Japan. Tokyo was a dream.
Okay.
Tokyo was a dream. I feel like in Germany, once you travel to other European countries, it's not that exciting. It's only so many cathedrals and museums and cobblestone I want to walk on.
Yeah.
But going to Tokyo was really fun. Like seeing all of the animations and I'm not even into anime, but seeing anime and just I enjoy it.
Okay, so that's what I was saying earlier about like the entertainment, leisure. Germany, leisure is up here.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
The amusement is like
it's not a lot of amusement. Yeah.
But leisure is like probably the most leisurely place I've ever been in my life is Germany.
Wow. You know what? When I compare it to other places, even Fort Stewart was a lot of more amusement, and even here is more amusement.
Yeah, leisure.
It's more fun.
Amusement is you can have fun, but like you can also really relax.
Yeah.
To the maximum.
Yeah, that's true.
Best MRE.
Best MRE. The last one I had.
What's the best?
The best MRE. The chicken pesto pasta.
See, there we go.
The chicken pesto pasta. I don't even know what comes with it because I don't care. I want the chicken pesto pasta and I eat it cold and mad it like this. I want the chicken pesto pasta. Don't you put your greasy, grimy hands on it. It's hard. Yeah.
I will not, because I won't be looking at that one. But that one is delicious. Yeah. I cannot deny that.
What's yours?
I like the beef taco, but I like
beef taco is good.
The chicken chunks.
Chicken chunks white. That would be my second favorite, the chicken chunks.
But they used to come with buffalo.
They did used to, and I ain't had.
They come with
I don't really eat MRE like
mustard
that,
or something.
I ain't gonna lie.
I be eating them.
I pack me like a month supply of tuna packets. I'm eating tuna for 30 days.
I rock with the MREs.
We coming out 20 pounds smaller.
Because they got the tuna MRE too.
They do, but he ain't starlight tuna. Ain't that what it's called? Starlight, starfish tuna. He ain't starfish. He ain't starlight. One of the stars.
Star something. Anyway, saddest PCS move. Which one?
Germany.
Leaving Germany.
Yeah, I made the most valuable friendship. I grew a lot in Germany too. Fort Stewart was really fun. I had fun. We partied. We got in trouble. We had a lot of fun. But the connections I built and the experience I made living abroad independently in Germany, I cried like a baby when people left and when I left. I kept crying. I never cry, but I cried when I left.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Germany was up there, probably number 2.
Yeah.
Because it was like, dang, my family got to leave, the friends. And then after that, 4 months later, everybody else
you get over
too.
it. Yeah, you get over it.
Especially the people that you was crying about leaving, they gone
They
too.
gone, yeah.
Let's see. When you go home, you say you don't go home that often.
Yeah.
But what's the place you got to hit up when you go home?
When I go home, a place I got to hit up,
Whatever.
I would say like a staple in Mississippi. Like, I don't know, because I feel like I haven't been to like a lot of those places in a long time. But I got to go to Mugshots and get a burger.
Mugshots burger.
Yeah. I got to get a Mugshots burger.
Put me on.
And then anywhere in the States, as soon as I land, if there's a Chick-fil-A,
Okay,
I'm the first one in line. I need my spicy chicken deluxe.
I rock with Chick-fil-A now, but I feel like I'm just eating sugar.
Oh, I love sugar.
It's Chick-fil-A overrated.
No.
It tastes like
it was so bad
sweet.
when I was at Stewart. I used to eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I would go there for breakfast, go there for lunch, and go there for dinner.
Chick-fil-A is
for like 4 days out of the week.
I like.
But you know what
sometimes.
else? It's because I always got something free too. Yeah, using the app. And the seafood, boy. If it's a juicy crab, mighty crab, crab king, juicy king,
Mr.
whatever
King,
it is,
Dr.
I'm
King,
going to get seafood.
Martin Luther King.
I want my seafood boiled in the bag, and I want all 3 sauces, extra shrimp, and mussels. Don't leave nothing out the bag.
I can't
Except for octopus, squid. I don't like that. But everything else, I like seafood.
What cars have you had since you've been?
My first car was a 2017 Chevy Cruze. When I graduated high school, my stepdad co-signed on me a 2015 Nissan Sentra. When I joined the Army, they take your car payment, your interest rate down to 3%. So I went from paying like $350 to like $206. You know what the fuck I did when I got to Fort Stewart? I went and traded that car in because I wanted a screen in my car and a backup camera. And I went from paying $206 to paying $495 a month. You know how much my check was as a PFC? $680 after they took my TSP. So after the first of the month, I had $60 to my name. So I had to really stretch the 15th check out. But I had that car for 7 years. And then when I got to Germany, my last year in Germany, I sold it and I got a 2023 Audi A3. So
from there? Nice. Yeah. And where is it now?
It's at home. Yeah. It's with
address?
My mom.
I don't know.
But yeah, I love my Audi too.
Time check, 8 minutes. Okay.
Audi gang.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's a nice car.
You say you like?
I wanted a Lexus IS 350F Sport though. You know what's crazy?
Audi wagon.
Oh, I don't like no damn wagon. I don't want no car with no ass on it. I don't want no car with dragging no damn wagon. I need a regular car, no ass on it. Please hold the ass. They love them kind of cars in Germany.
Station wagon, yeah.
I hated those. They look weird.
Station wagons, they do what they do. It's like a truck, but not a truck.
I fuck with like the Sportback, but I can't do no station wagon. Yeah,
the station wagon is legit. I don't care what they say.
But yeah, I wanted the Lexus. You know, I was about to say when I got my Audi 2 weeks later. You know what? Because I got my car from Military Auto Source. You know what they had?
The Lexus
ISF Sports 350 Sport. I was pissed, really pissed about it.
You ain't know. It's all good. What's the benefit from the military that is undervalued?
Ooh, undervalued. A benefit from the military that is
underrated.
I feel like a lot of people
cheap movie tickets,
free concert tickets. A lot of
concert?
times, yeah. A lot of times, soldiers get those free concerts. Like when I was in Germany, I went to the Pink concert for free, like things like that. And I know a lot of my friends were able to go to like a lot of concerts in the States because they were like, you know, from in LA, stationed in, you know, California, all those places. So cheap, you know, I don't know, free concert tickets. I feel like everybody is kind of in college right now, so it's not underrated anymore. And I feel like everybody's taking
underutilized.
Yeah. I would say, I don't know, when I joined, I had a gap this big.
Oh.
And so now my gap is like this big. So people be having fucked up teeth and they don't go to the dentist. They will add composite bonding on your teeth. Go get it fixed, Earl, and get those cavities out the back.
You know somebody named Earl?
No, I don't. There's a few Earls in the military though, for real. With the cavities all in the back, ate out.
Okay. What do you see the difference between your regular life friends and your military friends?
The difference that I see is, damn, I never thought about it. I feel like I feel like my civilian friends have hit a lot of milestones in terms of family that my military friends haven't. So a lot of my civilian friends have families. They bought homes already. They have multiple children, and a lot of my military friends, most are single. Most are maybe have been married but are divorced.
But as far as like connecting with military friends and then civilian friends, like the connection with the friends, bond or whatever, like
the connection for me right now is stronger with my military friends because I spend the most time with them. But there's a forever bond that I have with a small group of civilian friends from high school, elementary school.
Yeah, like
that when I go home, we always get together.
Right, and that's your home folks.
Yeah.
But then I feel like military is like, these people are crazy, and you're crazy too, even though you don't want to.
Yeah, in a sense. Like,
hey, let's. Because what are we doing?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
doing,
people jumping off.
I know.
We waking up at 6 in the morning,
and we could go to North Korea right now.
5 hours,
and we don't even realize it. We so desensitized from it.
Yeah,
we can literally go up there right now.
But then who gonna be right beside you? One of you. I mean, like, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
like,
we're
going in the combat. We're going in the battle together.
Yeah, you endured the most challenges together, so it's a closer.
Maybe I should ask friends versus battle buddies. Well, that's different. Because people say I don't really like the term. I don't hate it, but I don't use it.
Battle buddy.
Battle. Yeah, like
battle. Okay.
What's up, battle? Like,
I like that term. Yeah,
I like
because I don't want to call it. If you're not a friend, and like you're just not a friend, you my battle. Like that's my battle.
Yeah, but then
like if we go to war, they got my back. But we ain't friends. But you know that's my battle.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like
because I would say you my battle. Like if we was in a different training and it was just us two and I know you. Oh, that's my battle.
Yeah. But like we not
close friends.
Yeah,
you know.
But
you my battle.
And then we got a certain common ground where it's like, hey, this is my dog. Let's go out to the field or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like friends, like I'm not coming to your house and like sleep on your couch, whatever.
Yeah. You know, I take that back. I would come to your house and sleep on your couch. Yeah, actually, I'm surprised that I haven't already because I hear your house is the house to be at sometimes.
No.
Game night, they don't do that at your house or they do that at somebody else's house?
They haven't once or twice.
Okay, all right.
But we
next time invite me, I get on the bus.
Yeah, let me know.
I don't be doing nothing.
Yeah, my birthday coming up.
Yeah. I'm gonna be 40, right? Okay. Noted. Yeah.
The shots. Okay. We're gonna do a little bit of okay. I don't know what to call it, but we're gonna go a little fast paced right here, right? Okay. Overseas or stateside?
Overseas.
Okay. We can come back to why later.
Okay.
Living on post or living off post?
Off post.
ASU or AGSU?
AGSU.
Rucking or running?
Running.
ACFT or APFT?
ACFT.
Huh. Okay. I'm gonna ask that one last. Org day or early release?
Early release.
One gotta go. PX or commissary.
Damn. The commissary can go.
Commissary can go. Drill sergeant or recruiter.
Drill sergeant.
Sports PT or zonk.
Zonk. Fucking flag football.
You get your haircut on post or off post?
Off post.
Off post? Everywhere?
No, one person.
No, like you've always got your haircut.
Yeah,
off
I've
post?
always got it off.
Okay.
Post, yeah.
Why not on post?
I got a haircut on post one time and I never went back. I had the 2007 Kanye West line.
Oh,
It was straight back here and straight down. That was it. I said never again. I'm not going over here no more. I don't know where the fuck they got their license from, but I ain't coming back. They hire any damn body.
All right. Okay. Would you rather have a trash supervisor or a bad trouble soldier? Trash supervisor or trash soldier?
I'd
wanna
rather have
call
the
it back
supervisor,
trash.
the bad supervisor.
Why that is?
Because you can be bad. I can still perform because I know my job.
So you rather have the bad supervisor than the bad soldier?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Why again?
Because I don't need my chaplain to be I don't need my supervisor to be stellar for me to be stellar. I know my job. I can perform.
Okay.
I don't need you to be
But then if you
outstanding.
got the soldiers, just
my soldier's
it.
reflection of me because I'm in charge of them. Yeah. Like your kids.
that's a
You go out there in the
solid
building and
answer.
get fucked up if you want to.
That's a solid answer.
Yeah.
That's a solid answer. I think most people have said the supervisor. Okay. Why you say stateside instead of overseas?
I say overseas.
Oh, why? Why is that?
Freedom, travel. Yeah. I love living abroad, new experiences. I also feel like a unicorn in my family too.
Are you-
Hey, Tootie, where EJ at? Oh, he over there in Korea. I think he going to Japan. That make me feel a little bit like the family celebrity a
he
little
in what?
bit.
He in what?
Korea. That's how they talk. Down there in Mississippi.
That's how my mama talk too. Over there in Korea.
Yeah, I feel like the celebrity of the family when I come home. Hey, where you come from? Guam? No, I was over there in Korea.
Still over there in China?
Yeah.
No. Not at all.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think that's my list of stuff. What else? What's going on with your life? How you?
Nothing's going on. I mean, you just inspired me to probably, figure this whole podcasting thing out. I just added, I forgot the name of the GoPro, but I wanted to start filming vlogs. here in
I'll
Korea.
show you a camera. You can buy a set of them for like, I think it's like $900 or maybe a little bit less. I'll show you that camera because it's like three cameras you can buy. A set of 3 cameras, and
You set up and then they switch.
you can like control it on the app and everything.
Yeah.
I just ain't got $900.
Oh, shit, I put everything on the firm in Klarna. They got it. Shit.
They got it.
Everything in my room on Klarna. I
Yeah.
don't buy shit. I finance the bubble gum if I need to. For real.
I ain't never used that stuff. I'm trying to pay off credit cards now. I ain't
Yeah.
trying to get more stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
you're
know.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it. And then I have 2 more classes and I'll have my bachelor's degree
Okay.
before I leave Korea. And then I don't know, I'm kind of waiting on my next assignment, trying to see where I'm going to go.
Where you want to go?
I want to go back to the States. It's been 5 years. I've missed a lot of family moments. So I figured I can go back overseas for 3 more years and then I'm getting up out of there.
If it opens,
Yeah.
Redstone Arsenal.
I heard of Redstone. Where's Redstone? Detroit? No,
No, that's,
Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama.
Yeah.
It's about 4 hours from Jackson?
I heard, yeah, it's somewhere in Alabama.
Yeah,
I can't
Huntsville,
remember.
Alabama.
Yeah, Huntsville, yeah. Yeah, Huntsville is close.
That's where I was at before I came here.
Wow.
I miss it dearly.
Yeah.
Hey, what's somewhere you don't want to go?
I don't want to go to Kuwait. I'll go anywhere but Kuwait and Fort Irwin.
Alaska.
I'll go to Alaska. I used to say I wouldn't go to Alaska, but I'll go to Alaska.
What about drone?
Oh, I wouldn't go to Drum. Hell no. Ain't shit up there. Ain't
You
nothing
got
up
Toronto. Ain't too far.
there. Yeah, fuck. Oh. I was about to say something.
Drake.
No, I like Drake.
Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar or Drake? You don't even
Sonically, Drake. I listen to more Drake than Kendrick. Lyrically, I think I respect Kendrick more.
Okay.
But sonically, I like Drake.
All right. What else, man? What? You got anything you want to talk about? Because that's like
Not really. How long the podcast gonna go?
It's been 80. It's less than 80 minutes.
Yeah, 90 minutes.
Right
It's been
now,
almost
so
like an hour and a half. I don't really got nothing else I really want to say. For real, I gotta pee.
What you be talking about on your podcast though?
I talk
That's
about,
why you wiggling because you got to pee.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I talk about a lot of stuff on my podcast. I usually, so my thing is when guests come on, I don't tell them. I used to not tell them what the podcast is going to be about because I want to catch their, raw, unfiltered opinion. But I think people are more nervous when they don't know what they're going to talk about. So I think if I bring it back, I'm going to let you know, like, hey, this is what we're going to talk about. This is how the content of the show is going to flow. Because I just want it to be a little bit more structured.
Well, that's what you told me before. Yeah, we could. Let's.
Because I feel like I'm a pretty good on camera. Everybody else is not, especially when they don't know what they're gonna talk about. They're a bit reserved and nervous.
I feel that,
but I can play off the energy. Everybody can't do that, especially if they don't know what the question coming in.
Because you are first.
Yeah.
I don't know if they gotta do anything.
First. Yeah, me neither, actually. But yeah, so that's it. But I'm really considering, like I said, I've been looking at cameras. I'm really considering coming back.
Let's run it.
But I think I'm gonna start with vlogs first, and then when I get to the States, I may start doing actual sit down interviews again.
Okay.
Because I just don't have the time to
get one recorded. Let me know. I'll come over. I'll change shirts.
Yeah. Diddy, you're going down, buddy.
What you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, he guilty. You saw Lil Wayne stuff?
No.
They say it's saying he hit his girl.
Oh shit!
She's saying that he hit her.
They probably ran each other out to be for real.
Oh, so he too skinny to be hitting on somebody. Anyway, well,
thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. This was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun.
The energy was. This is
I'm glad
the most energetic one I've done because
I'm glad. I hope the people like it. I hope y'all like it.
Pretty monotone.
Yeah, and then if you're watching, go ahead to on all streaming platforms. Type in "Wind Down with Tony." Go over there and check me out.
How you spell that?
WINEDOWNTONI. Did I miss with?
With, yeah.
I went to public school, y'all.
I just
Wind Down with Tony.
No, you went to Mississippi school.
No.
Respectfully.
Yeah, I did.
How do y'all feel about that Deion Sanders? When he left?
It felt abrupt. I haven't been home in a while, but it felt abrupt. It felt like, yeah.
It's like
it felt like damn the people over there,
almost like
who black like this and not like this. Yeah. They gave you more money, so you jumped at it,
It's like
a Uncle Tom, but whatever.
Ford leaving Detroit or something when all the motor companies went down to Mexico.
But I don't blame you. Got to go where the money reside. But it felt like his job in Jackson was unfinished. If you know what I'm gonna say, to be honest with you, we enjoyed the clout. And when he left so soon, that clout was leaving Mississippi. Now it's not so many eyes on Jackson State. And so now it's like, oh my gosh.
Because you can build a whole economy around something like that.
They did. They put a lot. I think they remodeled the stadium, the JSU stadium. They fixed a couple of roads downtown. Not a lot because it's still a rocky mountain down there. But they did try to, build up because they had a high profile celebrity coaching the, most prominent HBCU in the state. So,
tis what it is.
Yeah. So.
All right, we'll get you out of here because I'm sure it's
Taco
Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. Yeah, y'all enjoy it for me.
Oh, you don't want no tacos?
I'm not gonna eat tacos.
All right,
I'm for real. I got to get this gut off me.
Breakfast salad, burrito. What you call taco salad?
But I'm about to go to the gym.
Just go to the thing. We got to do this for the.
All right. I'll come down there.
What do you call it? Thumbnail.
Oh yeah, do we got a thumbnail? Well, what we got to do? Thumbs up or like?
I don't know. No, don't take no. We just. Where we at? You was ready?
Send me pictures first. Yeah, I'll be using bad pictures of folks.
Thumbs up.
I don't like the thumbs up. It's kind of corny.
What you did?
I think I'm just gonna like. My personality is like, be still, don't do too much.
Right. Oh, we.
Oh, yeah,
yeah. But
you got an outro?
This has been. I usually just be laughing and then close out.
Yeah. This has been.
Nah,
That's a good. Yeah, cut the camera.